Hello, friends. Thanks for tuning into this week's Brain Food. I have a couple friends pretty close to me that love every year calling me or texting me saying, "Hey, what are some creative gift ideas that you have for us this year? Because I'm hitting a roadblock." And so I love doing a video. I haven't done it every single year, but I wanted to do a video about my favorite things that I'm giving as gifts to clients and surprise gifts to family and things like that this year that hopefully might be inspiration for you in your last minute shopping for gift giving. So of course I have to put on my blue elf hat. Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with things. These are a few of my favorite things. Do you guys remember like the Santa show in the mornings when you were kids and they had the elf that would go zooming and zooming and zooming around the great wide world? I don't know why, but that just reminded me of that. And I absolutely loved that. Okay, sorry for the other side. All right, so first thing, when you're doing client gifts, it's always good to be on brand. So I found blue candy canes at Walmart. And so those are going into all of my client gifts. One of the gifts that I think is, of course, people that know me, I've been into this bourbon thing for years, thanks to my brother, Mike. He got me into bourbon. I was a scotch drinker before, but one of the things that clients love are bourbon bottles. And so Buffalo Trace is a good one. If you don't know, Weller Special Reserve, which is a green label, is another good one. Four Roses Single Barrel, Old Forester 1920. There's a whole bunch, if they like rye, Sazerac rye. There's a bunch of different bottles out there that you could get your special someone that's around 50 or 60 bucks. You don't need to go crazy, and they'll appreciate the thought. And I went a little farther. I found these little blue, I hope that didn't screw up my focus. I found these little blue sweaters at ALDI, and they are the perfect topper for bottles. So I'm throwing them on. Come on, how cute is that? That's ridiculous, right? So clients are getting that. And then the next thing that I will show you is, and I can't put links in the description for all of these, but for the ones that I can, I will try. For example, this one. This is the desktop dumpster fire. And what this is it's basically, it looks like one of those green with the big old black things you throw over to throw trash in. And then the notes that are the red and yellow there are actually Post-it notes. So you build this thing and you put it on your desk. And it's like everything's a crap show. So it's the desk dumpster fire. And this was actually an inspiration from my good friend Kat over at Mediahead. She actually bought this for her desk, and I ended up deciding to buy this for many of my clients this year. Because a lot of us have had dumpster fires on our desk this year. So I thought that was hilarious. Another one that's, everybody's got too many box knives, but I'm telling you, this LENOX brand, LENOX brand of box knife and they've also got these gold tipped blades. It is the sturdiest, easiest to swap blades, powerful, cuts through anything box knives I've ever found. I've got tons of blades for these, and I give these out every year to people. So that LENOX, even if they have a box knife, everybody needs a new box knife. It's fine. So get your special someone a box knife if they like to cut boxes down for the recycle. Okay. This one's a good one. They had a Black Friday sale on this. The brand is Ragproper. And what this is, they are, I don't want to screw this up because this is actually a gift. They are flasks that are wrapped in silicone. And of course, they're blue. These are blue silicone wrapped flasks. Showing off all this alcohol in flasks, you might think I'm an alcoholic. I'm not, but I do enjoy a good drink with my business friends and my family probably once a week. So anyway, the Ragproper flasks are awesome. They are fantastic and come in very handy. Something about them is better than the old flasks that were kind of like cheap metal that would corrode and rust. These are glass, and then the outside is wrapped in either silicone or leather. And so they're not going to get, as long as you keep them clean, they're not going to have any problems. This is another, starting to get into some smart home stuff. If your special someone would like to be able to voice control certain things, I'm not going to do it right now because it'll mess up my recording. But I actually have my office. I know, such a geek. But I have my office set up so that when I walk in here. I'll put a picture up. My Trista came home recently and took a picture of me working in my office, and I'm gonna put that picture up right now and show you. She laughed. I knew she was home. I heard her coming up the stairs, but she laughed so hard when she saw me working at my desk with my elf hat on. So I'll put that picture up right now. Anyway, the smart home. Oh, what I was going to say is my smart home stuff. When I come into my office, I can tell we're using Janice or Alexa, right, to do smart things in our house. And so I can say a certain few words, and she does all this stuff in my office. So this is one of the things. These are smart Wi-Fi plugs that power. So I've got this big light behind the camera that casts this white light on me to make my features come out. I guess that's a good or bad thing. I don't know. But that thing, I'd have to get up and go around and manually hit a switch on the top of it and all this stuff. Well, I plugged in one of these smart switches and got it connected to my Wi-Fi network, and now Alexa. I'll call her Janice from now on, right? So we don't have her doing stuff to my office lights. But Janice, when I call her out, she will actually turn that light on. I've got a fan that's smart connected because there's a lot of gear in this room. You'll see in that picture. So I have to move hot air out of here. There's an overhead light. There's this back blue light thing, and all that. There's all these things. It lowers the lights in the room to 50%, so it's not so bright in here. And with one command, I can have her turn all that up. And then as I'm getting ready to leave my office, home office, I say a different command and she shuts it all down. And this is one of the things that makes that possible are these Kasa, which is a TP-Link product, smart plugs. And they're not super expensive, 30, 40 bucks for 4 of them. And they're pretty easy to set up. So they could set this up so that whatever device is plugged into them can be turned on and off with voice commands. It's pretty cool. We've come a long way since we used to clap things on and off. Last thing, if they want to get really into the home automation stuff or interesting things, are Govee products. And this is the Smart Neon Rope Light 2. And you'd have to go watch some YouTube videos about this. But basically, you put this up on your wall, you connect it to your Wi-Fi, and it can do a million different colors and patterns and things like that if you want to add a neon glow to any part of your office. That might sound silly, but I'm telling you, if you think about like a nice kitchen or something like that, and you had a couple of these under the cabinets, it would look fantastic. You don't even have to, it doesn't have to be gaudy and silly on the background doing crazy stuff. It could just be accent lighting somewhere in your office, under your desk or whatever. You might be surprised how much they actually get into that and love that gift idea. There's so many, I have so many other ideas, but I don't want this video to be 17 minutes long. So I just wanted to share some of those with you. If you have any, if you need any more advice or tips, or you're thinking about something, you could put a comment in the description below and say, hey, my special person loves these kinds of things. Do you have any gift ideas for somebody that loves this, that's into tech, or that's into fishing, or I don't know. And I'll try to come up with something interesting as a gift idea for you in a response to that. I'll try to answer every single comment that I get this time of year. I don't know if I'm going to do another video this year. If you've noticed, I've kind of gone to one video a month, maybe twice a month, which is not great for the YouTube algorithm. But I'm giving myself permission to do these videos when I have something I really want to talk about, not just doing it every single week like I was before. Plus, I'm busy with all my client work, just like many of you are. So with that, I wanted to wish you a happy holidays, and I'm going to say Merry Christmas because that's part of my faith and it's important to me. So I'm going to tell you Merry Christmas from my heart, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys in 2025. Have a good week. I can't see crap, so I have to click the record button before I put these glasses on. I can't see a damn thing. Ooh.